Hello, I'm Emily, and for this semester I had to complete basically a list of activities that could be used potentially in the future for the high performance work teams class. Um, I ended up actually really enjoying this project. It was a lot of work, but I ended up being very glad that I did it. It required a bunch of research, a lot of different documents, and eventually combining those documents into one that explained all the details that need to be explained. And it was crazy, but I am glad that I did it and I learned a lot from it. So I set out to learn how to research activities and how to apply them to both an online and in-person format. This was harder than one would think for some and not as hard for others. Um, what I the work that was actually involved in my project was just research, research, research. I researched so much. I had so many different references. I spent so much time on multiple websites. It was crazy. Even for just one activity, I spent at least 2 hours on each activity, and that's like multiple times. Yeah, so it would start by just finding an activity and then applying it to online and in person and applying it to a topic and then deciding, hey, does it actually like teach you this topic and all that. So there was a lot of work involved. What I actually learned from my project was organizational skills and research skills and applying everything and having all of this information and then putting it into a single document, into a single workable concept. And so with the amount of work that was involved, combining everything at the end was a lot. um, in addition to the original objectives required of the project, I learned organization. Um, that wasn't something I was expecting to learn from the project, and I almost wish I had done it better. But combining all the different documents that I originally had into the final document that explained everything, that ended up being a lot. But overall, I did maintain my thoughts and I had my thought processes written down. I do wish to a certain degree I'd done it a little bit more, but I did learn great organizational skills from it. The hardest part of my project was most certainly the research because I hate sitting down in front of a computer for hours. I hate it, but I had to do it. So yeah, for sure the hardest part was doing all of that research. If I were to start over, I think I said I would have maintained more organization, more so in the beginning. So in the beginning, I didn't really know what was about to take place. I was creating, of course, the training plan, and then I even had a timeline of milestones, which I thought would break down the project enough just to find out that I probably should have done it more. The when it came time to actually research the activities, I was a little all over the place. I was good at like at least writing down my thought processes, writing down like where I thought the activity should go, how to adjust each activity to do it both online and in person. That way it was somewhat asynchronous. Yeah, so that was what I would do. Uh, Although I did learn great organization, I think if I had done it even more, it would have come a little bit easier. What surprised me about my project was how difficult it was. And difficulty isn't, it's probably not the right word, just probably just how much I needed to do. I did expect to research a lot. I accepted that early on, but I wasn't quite sure that each activity would take me a couple hours each, and that's multiple days. Like each activity would take 2 hours, like on a different day, just because of wanting to research different parts of it. Yeah, so that was quite a surprise and quite a disappointing one, if I do say so. Yeah, but I really did enjoy this project overall. I learned a lot from it. Of all the interns classes that I have done, this was definitely the most valuable. I learned how to create a curriculum out of thin air and just, have a subject in mind and then go from there. So I really thought this was valuable, a very valuable experience. And so this was my last semester, and I'm very sad. It's bittersweet, but thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope you guys are staying safe and doing well, and I hope future students do well in the class. So, thank you for the opportunity. I hope everything that I did is satisfactory, and bye.